Welcome to the Daily Lineup, the podcast for sports enthusiasts who love all things ball-related. It's June 11th, and we've got some exciting news to discuss. But first, did you know that on this day in 1938, the legendary Babe Ruth was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame? He was one of the first 5 players to receive this honor, and for good reason. Now, on to today's headlines. Cubs pitcher Kyle Hendricks made headlines yesterday as he came close to a no-hitter against the Giants. We'll break down his impressive performance and discuss how close he came to making history. And, in another exciting matchup, the Yankees and Red Sox faced off in a well-fought game. Who came out on top? We'll give you the play-by-play and analyze the key moments of the game. So grab a cold one and join us as we dive into today's sports news. And now, it's time for a quick rundown of the latest sports headlines. Manchester City has finally done it. After years of trying, they have won the Champions League for the first time and secured the treble with a 1-0 victory over Inter Milan. Congratulations to Pep Guardiola and the team for their incredible achievement. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said for the New York Mets, who are currently struggling with a losing streak, injuries, and poor performance. Meanwhile, the Braves continue to dominate, making it a tough season for Mets fans. Lastly, we have an exciting matchup in the Champions League final between Manchester City and Inter Milan. Keep an eye out for the talented stars, Haaland and Martinez, as they battle it out on the field. That's all for now, folks. The Chicago Cubs' Kyle Hendricks came within 4 outs of throwing the first no-hitter of the season in a 4-0 victory over the San Francisco Giants on Saturday. Hendricks had only allowed 1 base runner, a walk to Michael Conforto, before Mitch Haniger hit a double with 4 outs to go. However, Hendricks retired Brent Sabol to preserve the shutout. It was the Cubs' second win in a row over the Giants. Hendricks, who started the season on the injured list due to a strained right shoulder, has been making a strong comeback. He made his season debut on May 25th and was making his 4th start in Saturday's game. Hendricks threw 61 of 94 pitches for strikes, none over 89.4 miles per hour. He finished the game with 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 13 ground ball outs. The Cubs have now won consecutive games for the first time since May 29th and 30. The team improved to 28-36 on the season, while the loss dropped the Giants back to .500 at 32-32. In other baseball news, Cody Bellinger and Brad Boxberger, 2 injured Cubs players, have moved their rehab to Arizona, where they have been going through baseball activities, and Boxberger through a lengthy bullpen. They may start their rehab assignment as early as next week. Seiya Suzuki, who is out of the lineup, is not dealing with any injury but rather taking a breather from the grind. The Cubs are set to face the Giants, and Marcus Stroman has made multiple attempts to engage the Cubs on extension talks, while Julian Merriweather is mentioned as a surprising Chicago Cubs trade chip. Meanwhile, the Cubs are trying to avoid a spiral and bring Nick Madrigal back up to the team. The Chicago Cubs' Kyle Hendricks came close to throwing the first no-hitter of the season in his team's 4-0 victory over the San Francisco Giants on Saturday. Hendricks came within 4 outs of the no-hitter, which would have been the first since the Astros' combined effort against the Phillies in Game 4 of the World Series. The Cubs have won consecutive games for the first time since May. In a highly anticipated game between the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox, the Yankees managed to secure a 3-1 victory over their biggest rivals. Despite playing without their captain Aaron Judge, the Yankees have maintained a winning record, winning 3 of their 6 games since Judge went down. The Yankees had a strong pitching performance from Domingo German, who gave up just 1 run in 6 innings. German has allowed 2 or fewer runs in 6 of his past 7 starts and has lowered his ERA from 5.54 to 3.49. The Yankees did not need much offense as they hit just 6 hits, but 2 were solo home runs from Gleyber Torres and Willie Calhoun. German retired Devers twice with a runner on base before allowing him to homer in the 6th. Wandy Peralta and Tommy Conley also retired Devers with men on base, while Clay Holmes allowed a single to Alex Verdugo in the 9th before securing his 8th save in 10 chances. The Yankees' bullpen played a key role in the victory, and they now have the lowest bullpen ERA in the league. The team is now relying on offensive contributions from several players, including Torres, Calhoun, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, and Kyle Higashioka. The Red Sox, on the other hand, have been struggling offensively, only managing to score more than 3 runs once in their last 8 games. Despite the addition of Masataka Yoshida and the emergence of Alex Verdugo as the team's leadoff hitter, the Red Sox have been struggling to score runs and finish innings. In the highly competitive American League, the Red Sox will need to find a way to turn things around if they hope to compete for a playoff spot. The Yankees, on the other hand, have won 8 of their last 11 meetings with the Red Sox and are expected to continue their dominance. Overall, the Yankees' strong pitching and bullpen performance, coupled with their reliable offense, proved too much for the struggling Red Sox. The Yankees will finish their series against the Red Sox on Sunday before heading to Queens for 2 games against the Mets. And that's the final buzzer, folks. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of 4-Year Starter. We hope you enjoyed our coverage of the latest sports news and analysis. Remember to follow us on social media for even more sports content and updates. And don't forget to check back tomorrow for another exciting episode of 4-Year Starter. Until next time, keep scoring those touchdowns, hitting those home runs, and sinking those 3-pointers.